for some odd reason, the poles are a little bit sideways. You know, I don't do everything too straight, but that is okay. You're gonna go out. So this is most likely the girl. The girl is very curious of everything. These guys would just bust and hit up their faces on all kinds of different things, and it just won't be good for the deer. So it's always whatever's better for the animals at the end of the day here on the ranch. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here at the ranch. Today, you guys, we are going to have to start locking up the baby muntjac deer, Nutella and Peanut. The reason why we have to start getting that done is because they are really getting comfortable being around the whole entire building. But because now that they're doing that, they are actually eating all my bushes. I had the problem before of the capybara doing that. We explained that they're not going to be going inside the aviary because we don't want them to eat those bushes. But we added this bush that was around the whole pond, and the capybaras did not like it. They didn't eat it at all. They just did not like it. But now the deers like it. But the deers have an area that is just for them. So we're going to go show you that right now. And we have a surprise for you guys that's been here for a little while. Let me go show you. If you guys haven't been following me on Instagram, I definitely say to do that. The reason why I say to do that is because I posted a story of something that came in already that is going to be for Oliver, our small clawed Asian otter, and for the muntjac deer, and actually a preparation room too, so that we're really organized and get everything done correctly. So check this out. Let me show you the trees real quick on what I'm showing you. They're eating everything to the height of what they can reach, and it's a lot. But yeah, check this out. So these bushes were growing really tall. You can see nice yellow green leaves, but then anywhere that the deers could grab in this low area, they're eating it up. I know a lot of people have these problems up north, like in New York and New Jersey and all that stuff. When there's deers around, they just eat your whole garden up. So like, let me show you over here. Pretty good example. There's Missy right there. Let it focus. Look at that. Freaking no leaves, bro. They're eating everything up. So these guys are just starting to grow, doing really great, and then the deers are just destroying it all up. We can't let that happen. I don't want that to happen because it's just gonna make it look like crap. So yeah, check it out. Same thing all around. So let me show you this real quick. My baby, no, not my baby, my barn had a baby. Pretty freaking crazy, pretty funny. It just, you know, popped magically out of the air. A big building gave birth. And gave birth to an amazing building right here. And this building is a very small one, and it is hurricane graded as well. And this guy is going to be half for the Asian otters, and the other half is going to be for the Asian deer. So this is going to be the Asian building, and this is going to be a preparation building for all the aviaries and everything around this section. Turtles and fish will be inside the big building, but all the other animals will be preparations right here. There's going to be freezers in here, there's going to be refrigerators in here, there's going to be sinks in there, all that stuff. And then half of it's going to be for the otters and the deer. We'll explain the otter side later on when the year becomes more over, because we have plans for all that. But today is getting this deer section situated. So mom's there and she's going to start filming. All right, so I kept back a bunch of this horse mesh right here because I wanted to use it for the deer. It's really good. I like it a lot. I'm just gonna save it, put it for something else for backup mesh. It's a nice roll. But because this is actually going to be another aviary as well, as you can see, it's going to has 2 poles here. It's a very small aviary compared to the one that we just built. But not using that mesh because we got to use the critter mesh, the small 1x1 inch mesh, to put around the whole entire thing so that no birds, nothing can get in or out of the enclosure once the time is done. Right here, it's a big gap. It's an 8x8 section right here, and the reason why I made it big is because I wasn't deciding to put another door here, because I've made my double doors over here. Check this out. The way you enter inside of this enclosure and the way you would enter inside the otter enclosure is by this way. So see, I enter into here, and then you guys look over there, and then right there I would have been going already inside the enclosure, so no birds, nothing can fly in or out. But the same thing like I did over there, I'm gonna have to make an emergency door just in case for big objects to go through, because if I'm bringing in big giant rocks or bringing, I don't know, any kinds of material, it's gonna be harder to go through this little teeny door right here, or a wagon or anything like that. So Got another 10-foot post right there. And with that 10-foot post, we're gonna place it right here and just make a little, probably 5 by 8 foot door right here, just so we can have another entranceway right there. Down the road, once this thing is completely closed up and blah, 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 then we'll probably make it a double door, but that's enough talk. We don't need to talk about all that right now. Right now is just...
Ampo.
There's no ants.
Okay. Make it so no ants.
Goal of today is close this whole thing up, close it up so that we can get the deers inside of this enclosure. Oh, and the other thing as well is the reason why I needed this door is because the deer are deer. They're prey animals, they're skittish animals, and with loud noises, things going on when we're building the aviary, they're gonna be going psycho. And another thing is when we're doing construction inside of that building, loud metal noises, they're really not gonna like that either. So I need to have a door for them to open up so they can roam off, get away from the noise, and feel comfortable and safe, because deer are crazy, and sometimes when they get skittish, they're not like ghosts, so they'll just calm down. These guys will just bust and hit up their faces on all kinds of different things, and it just won't be good for the deer. So it's always whatever's better for the animals at the end of the day here on the ranch. So enough talking. Oh, one more thing. We got these big planks right here. Those big planks are just like this right here, because my goal as well is to put the Burmese black mountain tortoises that are raising up inside of the muntjac deer. I've actually seen that many times in a lot of enclosures inside different zoos and stuff, and I thought that's a really good idea. So pretty much bringing the zoo here, having the muntjac deer and the mountain tortoise together with Asian birds flying in the sky. I think that'd be really cool. What do you guys think? Put it down in the comments. Give me your ideas, give me your likes, and enough talking, and let's get to work. All right guys, so it's just about to start raining now, but we got a little bit more done for the next day. I had a bunch of stuff to get done yesterday. So as you guys can see, we put the mesh up and we have the little bottom frame up down right there so that this area could be ready for turtles as well if we would like to put them in here with the muntjac deer. We added our third pole right here in this place because this is going to be my door section right here. I have to add a little bit more mesh there, and then I'm going to have a nice big enough door so I can bring my whole wagon inside it if needed, and it could be an area so the deers could fly out, run out without a problem. We added a new tree right over there with these pink beautiful little flowers, and then on this side over here we're going to be adding a dwarf bamboo right there, and that's going to be able to go nice and clumpy and stuff so the deers can go in and out of them, a nice little shade spot for them as well. But this area is going to be done with trees because everything's going to grow, it's going to get big, and that's enough. So keep it going. Make sure you guys are liking this video, and might have to wait for the rain, but that is all. So we were able to get their old house out of here. It's actually mid-air over there, but I wanted that thing out of here. I just wanted to clear this whole entire enclosure, pick up some of the old hay, but everything else is pretty much set. We have this last little section that we have to block off, put one more pole in the middle so that this door has something to latch onto. That's our door right there. It is 4 foot wide by 7 feet tall, definitely, because this mesh is 7.5. We left a little bit overhanging, so 7 feet tall. So 4 by 7. We got that loaded, ready to go. Just about done completely meshing the whole entire door. The deer have been coming in and out of the enclosure already, so that's exactly what we wanted. Keeping that frame on the bottom right there so that if we had some tortoises in here, they don't come in and out. I probably already explained that already. And then the last little bit we have to do is we have this hallway that's over here. In that hallway right there, we have to block off so they don't run in and out from there. So we're just about done. We're pretty much 90% done with this whole entire thing. I have to get automatic watering system inside of here, so that means I have to run PVC plumbing from the building to this building because I need water for my sink, I need water for cleaning, and I need water for the animals, obviously, because having a bowl and filling it up by gallons is not ideal at all. Having something automatic so they have consistent, fresh, clean water is definitely ideal, especially when you have this many animals. You can't be worrying about water. You got to make sure that water is always running and they have fresh, clean water. And you only clean out that water once every couple weeks. Clean the bowls out to make sure there's no allergy growth, this and that, etc. But let me get the rest of this thing done. Yeah, I'm liking it. All right, so my last pole for this enclosure has just got in place. We just added the concrete as well. It's sealed, ready to go. That little gap will add mesh. We'll figure all that out afterwards, the little touch-ups. Everything is placed. The door is in place as well. Nice big giant door to come in and out without a problem. Again, later down the road, that will just be an emergency door. Normally you would just go into the building to go inside of the enclosure, so this will be just a door just to open every once in a while. Down here, what I'm about to do right now is just use some of the washers and screws and tighten all this up, get it real tight, pull it downwards and screw it to the wood, and that right there will just make this so tight. And you can't even see if you back up just a tad. I mean, keep on going, look at that. can't even see inside of that enclosure. It just looks like a pole. Pretty dope. I like it a lot. I'm really enjoying it. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. I've been doing this whole entire enclosure 90% of just myself. A couple little ideas from other people, but other than that, it's locked up. And for some odd reason, the poles are a little bit sideways. You know, I don't do everything too straight, but that is okay. What I'm gonna do so that it doesn't look weird and there's not a giant gap back there, you guys see that big gap? Screw that gap. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna take out these giant pieces of wood, use it for the inside of the deer area to double it up, and then the redfoots and the tortoises, well, the redfoots in this enclosure could just go butt up to there, and then they'll just have that whole thing. They'll just get another, I don't know, I think it's like 22 feet long by another foot or two, just so they have that extra gap, because there's gonna be impossible for me to weed whack inside of there, even though obviously it doesn't look like a weed whack there. But at least you get what I'm saying. At least I have a little bit more room here. There won't be an extra gap. I'm using every single square inch of the enclosure. Got the dwarf bamboo, the other tree, everything looking good. But a little bit more to go and just closing this part off. We got to close that off and close back over there. But it's getting there. It's getting there, little by little. Alrighty, so it always takes me a couple more days than probably the normal person, because I have a lot of chores. I have a lot of things on my hands, and I like to do everything myself. Maybe next year, I'll be looking for 1 or 2 people to work here on the ranch, but that is a long time coming. Anyways, we got the whole section done there. We got my door right there. It is completely all blocked off. We are completely blocked off in that corner as well, but I ran out of washers, so we're gonna call it a day for today. I have to go feed and do all my normal stuff that I have to do all the time. That whole area is just about blocked off. We added a 2x4 up against the fence so that it's a nice, perfect squared off frame. Because remember, there are going to be birds in here as well, so we have to make sure it's completely sealed from every single square inch, just like the last aviary. So while I'm working on the bottoms, I'm just making sure everything is perfect and sealed, so I don't have to worry about that on the long run when I'm doing everything else for the rest of the enclosure. But we're just about done, 95% done. Yeah. I'll end this video probably in a couple minutes, maybe not. Stay tuned. Always go until the last of the videos, because who knows what you might see. So I'll get back to you guys in a few minutes. All right, and it is complete. It is the next day. Everything is just about, well, it is done. It is pretty much exactly done. The deers have been locked in there for the last couple hours since the whole night actually. But I don't want to lock them in every single day, all day for the next couple days. The reason why is because they've been so used to walking around. I don't want them just completely permanently them right inside the enclosure. So I'm gonna open them up and just, you know, let them free range still for a little bit, and just let them have that option just to run around and get some fresh other greens, so that they can go back and forth. But every night I'm gonna lock them back up, so they just little by little, probably in about a week or two, I'll completely lock them back inside of this enclosure. And yeah, hey girls, you're gonna go out. So this is most likely the girl. The girl is very curious of everything. Their faces are starting to get really bulkier. They're starting to look a lot different than they used to be, but it's pretty dope. So look, she knows to just open the door, so she's probably definitely gonna go jump out. Oh yeah, see, yeah, she knows to open the door. They're actually pretty freaking smart animals. Like, there she goes. Oh, she knows it's open. There she goes. Just open it, and she already knew. And then the other one will come out in just a few minutes. These trees still need to grow a little bit more. There's still probably not enough shade in here. What I'm probably gonna do is add that shade cloth up. They have this overhang, but that's still not enough shade. That's why I put all these trees. These guys are jungle animals. They're in very thick canopies most of the time where they're from. So they're not used to this heat, even though, to be honest, they were raised completely outside in Florida. So it's not like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's too hot for them. And people say for animals, oh, it's too hot for the animals. It's not. Yeah, some days, of course, it's gonna be really hot, more than normal, but they've never felt AC before. So if they've never felt AC before, they don't know what AC feels like. So there's no reason to actually feel bad about them, because this is what they feel every single day. Obviously, some days there's like a spike and it's over the normal heat wave, and then yes, you'll feel a little bad for them. You give them a little bit of extra water, you might throw the sprinklers on, etc. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned. We have a lot more things to do inside of this enclosure, but majority of it is done. We have to do automatic water systems. We have to add feeders. We have to open up the doors so that they go inside of the building. We'll update you guys all on that as well. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and what do you guys think? Nutella, Peanut, you think they enjoyed it? Even though they're not completely out, but this is their enclosure. This is a lot safer for them. They could get their exact diet that they need, and I like it. I think they like it as well. So give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everyone.